Hi friends, happy Saturday. I am out in the garden. This is the first time I've been able to weed without feeling like I'm gonna collapse because it's a nice overcast day today. I'm gonna share at the end of this video some footage that we took. Mark and I had the pleasure to visit in Doylestown, Fordhook Farm. That's the Burpee growing farm, and it was the best. Now you can go to the 27th. They are open to the public. It's a free event. So if you're in the Doylestown, Pennsylvania area, or even if you're not and you're looking for a wonderful thing to do with your family or as a day date, there's going to be music, there's going to be events for kids. The gardens are just so inspiring and gorgeous, but it was so fun. And they open up once a year, free event. Consider going because sometimes it's nice to step away from your own garden. And what better place to pull in some inspiration than Burpee Fordhook? It was amazing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Remember in a previous video, I told you how my zinnias were starting to eat my boxwood pots. Well, I did move those in, and guess what? I think it looks an awful lot better. Just even having them in, I feel it looks a lot better, and it's also giving my zinnias a lot more space. See this? See how it was getting all flattened from being pressed against the pot there? So just a little bit more breathing room. Here's where I planted the cafe au lait. It's going to take forever, but maybe in October I'll have some flowers to share with you. Cupcake and saucer Cosmo. And does that not look like a cupcake wrapper? I just think that that is the sweetest thing. I direct sowed these. Now, Cosmos I have grown for the past several years, but I usually grow them under grow lights. This is the first year I have grown them direct sow. I did this maybe 2 months ago, and they are huge. In fact, they are so huge that I actually came along the other day and I cut some big branches out because it was starting to really muscle out some of my other plants. So I want to make sure that there's at least, you know, I crowd things and it's all good, but I do want to at least make sure that there's proper light, proper air for the dahlias and the zinnias and the other things I have to grow, because those cosmos are happy. So let me show you when I just mentioned my olive tree. So I got this olive maybe 3-4 years ago, and it was not a tree. It was just wild. You know, it had branches everywhere. So for the past 3 to 4 years, you can see I've been limbing it up, and it was in a basket. I've always liked the idea of having like an olive tree in something a little bit more rustic, like a bucket or a barrel or something like that. Well, I have 2 of these in my house. It's a firkin. It's like an antique water bucket, and it was really just sitting in my house collecting dust, and I have another in there collecting dust. So I thought I'd let this one come out here. I don't know how well it'll hold up, but I sure do love the look of it. I took this opportunity. I had some leftover, as we all do, geraniums, and I popped them in and around because it looked so charming. Now inside of this, I put a wire vine and a little clump of that Corsican mint. Earlier in spring, I did a mix and match bundle through Burpee's website where you can select, you know, veggies and mix and match. And I got some eggplants and some peppers and some tomatoes. And I just wanted to show you, look, so pretty. It's so pretty. And then this one here is massive. This is Black Beauty, and it has such gorgeous foliage. It's getting huge, and it's got buds all over it. And if you haven't looked at eggplant flowers, they're really quite beautiful. I don't want to mess around with it, but when they open up, oh, here's one. They're really, really pretty, the flowers. Here, let me try and get underneath. They're so pretty. Do I have a tag? Yes, I do. And we've got some buds here. This is the eggplant shooting stars. And then I've got some peppers here too. This one is Pepper Hot Ancho. I did not pinch my peppers this year. And then this one is Sweet California Wonder Heirloom. And then I've got one more. This is a little guy. It's a little bit shrouded by my sunflower actually right now. Look at that. And my tag, it is Sweet Great Stuff Hybrid. But look at my tomatoes. Now we have had temps in like reaching hundreds for days. So, you know, tomatoes, when it's above 90, they sort of stop ripening, stop producing, and kind of just like, you know, they're holding on to their energy and doing what they can to get by. But I've got lots of gorgeous tomatoes coming in here. This one, I forget the name. Hold on, let me look at the tag. This one is Gladiator Hybrid. And I've already harvested a few off of this one. I really, really like the flavor on this. And then it is the Heirloom Brandy Wine. Look at those. Oh, they look so good. So I've got lots of those on here, and I'm hoping now that the temperature has dropped down a little bit that these will start to ripen. And also, just a tip, if your tomatoes are starting to get a little bit pink, you can pull them off the vine and let them ripen up in your kitchen on the counter, and they'll be every bit as delicious and wonderful as if you let them ripen on the vine, and they'll be less prone to cracking or splitting or disease if you were to just leave them on the vine. So once they start to blush a little bit, you can go ahead and pull your tomatoes and bring them inside and let them ripen up right on your kitchen counter. I actually just noticed that my broccoli is also burpee. This one is called Destiny. And like I said, it's been here a while. It's got the cabbage moth damage and yeah, but it's so fun to grow things like this in the garden. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I've showed you these before, but I'm going to show you again because they're really, really blooming well. These are Lisianthus that I order every year from Burpee. And in the clips that I'm going to share with you, you'll see they have rows and rows. And what I showed was just a snippet, just a sample of the Lisianthus that they have there. So yeah, it's really, really, really exciting to see all of that. Okay, that's all. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I will. Just loving these zinnias. These are amazing. Aren't they wonderful? Oh my gosh. Bye. Verbena bonariensis, and look at all these little skipper butterflies all over. Isn't that crazy?